Thank you so much to Rabbi Weiss. Those were amazing, really amazing words. I like that word you said that you started, opening remarks that open the lave. Those were beautiful, beautiful words. Where I come from, I really should leave the room now, and we would sing like for 10 minutes, an hour or two, absorb what was said. Those were beautiful, beautiful words. So thank you so much, Rabbi Weiss. A thank you to the whole Weiss mishpacha. A thank you to Rabbi Natalie and her family. It's an honor to be in this room, to be in this base medrash, to be right here. All of Klal Yisrael is uplifted. There's an Aish Kodesh. There's a holy flame that emanates from here, from the Rav Shlita, from the whole Kehillah that's so full of chiyus. There's chiyus, there's tremendous, tremendous passion in this whole Kehillah. The Rav, his Talmidim, Rabbanim who are teaching Torah, there's a tremendous, tremendous chiyus. Reb Jeff is here, your whole family, the Svarim, the Sefer you wrote, but the biggest Sefer you wrote, you've authored the Sefer of a beautiful family, idealistic family. It's tremendous, tremendous chus to be here and to be with everybody here, to be specifically in this holy base medrash, this holy base knesset, a tremendous chus. My niece is here. I feel very, very at home, very, very at home here. We have two fresh chassan and kalas within a month that are here. It's really, a tremendous, Dan and his kala, Akiva and his kala, fresh chassan and kala is a tremendous zechus to be here right now. And I thank and appreciate every single person who's here. A weekday night, we all have busy schedules, and we're here together to talk, to learn. It's really an honor to be part of this. I feel like any gathering amongst Yid now, any, if a family gathers now, certainly growing people gathering now, any single gathering now, it would be bizarre not to start as follows. I don't like being weird. Especially, I have a niece here. She doesn't want her uncle acting weird in front of everybody. That would be strange. So I just don't want to be weird. To me, Ahuva drove in from Muncie. I'm not going to be weird in front of you, Ahuva. And not to be weird, what we have to do, any single gathering, if the family gets together for lunch today, I think it would be weird not to mention my family, my children. We get to a Shabbos Suda, any formal gathering. If I would go out to eat with my wife, I would start like this now. Anytime Yidden are gathering now, we're in unprecedented times. And we've just experienced our people. I suspect there's going to be a Megillah written on the period we're involved in. I don't know. Books for sure will be written. We just absorbed the kindness of Hashem in my life. I'm 50, I identify as a 27-year-old, but in my life, I have never seen the kindness of Hashem to his people. Hashem has announced to the entire world, and most importantly to you and I, that I love Am Yisrael. It's what he said to us all. What has just gone on in our people is not a believable story. I don't know if you know this, bombs kill people. That's just how it works in the world. We have to teach Yidden that this is like true. Russia and Ukraine's fighting, human beings, litzarenu. I don't say it lightly, it's a beis medrash, there's an aron here. Litzarenu, chavivin ha'adam, human beings are precious. Every human being. 1 million people have passed. 1 million people, look up the numbers. Russia has more money than we have, than Eretz Yisrael has, more access, more people. They have weapons and systems. And bombs fall and people perish. Iran, a top 20 army in the world, fought with Iraq. Many people passed away, many. There's one country bombs work different. Now, I'm not forgetting about one Yid. And we lost some Yidden, and if we lose one, it's one too many. And we absorb and feel maybe the only pshat, be'emes, Yidden should be dancing in the streets, Hallel, every day. We don't because we lost a few and one is too many. And we're machshiv and care about each loss, for sure. But the miracles that just happened to our people, there is no such thing in the world. A top 20 country raining down ballistic missiles on a country. Remember, a year ago we were sitting, my son is a very intelligent guy. He started describing to me his bullish strength right next to it. So what's it going to look like, that war? Iran, a top 20 country, they're talking about atomic weapons, conversations, frightening things. And we've just gone through crazy miracle, an open miracle. Somebody wrote a book, not the most intelligent person, wrote a person, probably a well-meaning person, wrote a book that knowing what we know today, the Six-Day War is not so miraculous. And describe what weaponry Eretz Yisrael had, why they had it. My son said we have to rethink about Purim. It's not so amazing. Esther was in the palace. Hashem runs the world. And he loves Am Yisrael. He loves our people, me and you, us. Me, you, the person next to you. He's into Am Yisrael. And he's announced to the whole world his love of Am Yisrael. I love my people. My wife and I were last week, we were away, we were in Montana. And we left the car for a few minutes to look at a beautiful sight. We came back to the car. There was a letter that now is hanging on my refrigerator. And a letter, somebody said, we love Israel. We stand with you, your kin from Utah, with a smiley face. To any intelligent person is nishtaimim from a Yid, or is jealous and there'll be anti-Semitism, there's such a thing Hashem created in the world. But any honest person, and where we are as a people, we've just experienced a miracle of epic proportions. It's lo ya'uman, it's not believable. Bombs work everywhere in the world like crazy. And the world has systems and arrows and protections, but they somehow work to some degree. There's one country, there's one people that is a different type of shmirah, and there was scare, and there was damage, and there were people that we lost, every one too many, and we think about them. And yet our people have absorbed a crazy miracle, and to gather anywhere publicly, anywhere, a group of Yidden gather. I want to share divrei Torah, the things I want to say, but before I have a right to say anything, I have to express a shevach v'odah to Hashem, and it's on us to absorb Hashem likes his people. Shomer Amma Yisrael, the words we say, Oyev Amma Yisrael, in Avas Olam, that Hashem loves his people, has been demonstrated to you and I very, very clearly. You're into Yidden. You mean it. You like a Yid. You really like Yidden. You're into Yidden. Absorb that. Me, you, our people means each one, each yachid, each person. That's been demonstrated to us all. That's where we're at. Since Simchas Torah, a year and now getting closer to 2 years. Since Simchas Torah, we've been through a lot as a people. And I could say on myself, I could say on our people that there's an awareness. Yesh mashma'ot liot Yehudi. I'm a Yid. There's like an awareness, I'm a Yid. I spoke about a Yid that I see just as me and you. He's us, he's me. He's a Chassidish Yid in Williamsburg. He's a Koilel younger man in Teaneck. He's one of us. Keith Siegel was one of the hostages. And Keith Siegel, when in his daughter Shiur said about him, I heard this from her. I heard her say this. She said that she doesn't think before he was in captivity that he said Shema Yisrael. Now, I'm sure a Yid says Shema Yisrael, every Yid, but it means she never heard him say Shema. Keith Siegel in captivity started dawning on him, Yesh mashmo'ot liot Yehudi. It means something. Ich bin a Yid, I'm a Yid. Started hitting him. In captivity was singled out, you're a Yid. It started hitting, I'm a Yid. And he didn't know, what do I do with that, I'm a Yid. He's mechaven to the tour, a tour I like learning. And he was mechaven to the tour, he figured it out. He was watching TV, and on a program, he heard a Yid make a mezainis. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam borei minei mezainis. And Keith Siegel said, that's it. I'm from the people that thank Hashem. I'm a Yehudi. Ich bin a Yid, a Yehudi. The Sfas Emes says the translation of a Yehudi is your moed al davar gadol v'davar katan. We're thankers. We're thankers. We're the people who mishabeach Hashem. We appreciate the kindness of Hashem. And Keith Siegel in captivity, starving to death. He's hungry like crazy. Keith Siegel won't put a drink to his lips. He won't take a cup of water. He won't eat a morsel of food till he says, Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam borei minei mezonot. He makes a mezainis. He didn't touch water to his lips, Keith Siegel. The Hamas guy lost his mind. He said to Keith at one point, he's watching like a gadol ador. A Yid under starving, you get a drink, you gulp it before, you don't even think. He gets a cup, he holds it, Baruch, he makes his bracha, he thanks Hashem. The Hamas guy says to Keith, Atolo dati, shocked. There's not what Keith, I want to answer back the Hamas guy. I want to say, you terrorist. Rebbe, you taught me and the entirety of your people, Ani Yehudi. I don't know what a dati is. I don't know from and Ani Yehudi. You taught us, Rebbe. Ani Yehudi. I'm a Yid. Ich bin a Yid. I'm a Yid. Yesh mashmo'ot liot Yehudi. When Keith Siegel came home, it was Erev Shabbos. His daughter Shiur said to him, she said, Abba, whatever you want this weekend, we're in. Whatever you want, we'll give you. You want a steak, we'll make it for you. You want schnitzel, whatever you want, ugot, chalot. Keith Siegel said to his wife and daughters, Ani rotzeh shnei dvarim. I want two things, that's it. Ani rotzeh kippah v'kos. I want to make kiddush for the family. That's what Keith Siegel told his family. I want a kippah v'kos. I want to make kiddush to the mishpach. Ani Yehudi, I'm a Yid. I'm a Yid. I want to make, please get me. They got him a kippah v'kos. And he made kiddush for his family. That's what Keith Siegel did that Shabbos. Keith Siegel is me, and he's you. We have an awakening. Ani Yehudi, ich bin a Yid. And then after that year and a half of Shiur, I'm a Yid. I'm a Yid. Now we've just been told by Hashem, I love my people. You're mine. And I protect the special protection that is for a Yid. That's the matzav we're in. Now, it's a very interesting way we're coming into the 3 weeks. Fascinating. We're coming in with very good feelings. 3 weeks. Whoa, this is where we're at. Any conversation before we talk to 3 weeks, I don't know for how long, but we're absorbing Hashem's into us. Very, very into us, and loves us, and protects us, and wants a Yid. When I would hear people say Hashem likes us, I get very uncomfortable. Since I'm young, when speakers say Hashem loves us, I get like cringy. And I ask myself, what bothers me? He's saying a good thing, Hashem loves us. It didn't feel good. It would annoy me, if I'm being honest. And it dawned on me at one point, did you ever have somebody say I love you? And it bothered you because it might be true, but I don't feel your love. It might be true what you're saying, I don't feel your love. What we're saying about Hashem's love is we're capable of living with it, of absorbing it, of feeling it emotionally, practically in our bones. Anybody watching the situation now, we were very scared. I remember conversations, Hezbollah, Iran, craziness. What's going to be? It was frightening, crazy. And either you just ignore, turn the ball game on louder, and if you feel, then it's crazy. It's crazy what's going to be. And Hashem made miracles. We can absorb it. We can feel His love. We could be present to His love. So now we have the 3 weeks. We're celebrating. What's the entranceway here? 3 weeks. I'd like to speak to everybody as follows. That was just Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Thank you for coming. This is what's happening by our people. Any conversation, I'm here with the Kohen Mishpach. This is the first thing. It's hello, how's everybody? This is where we are. If you allow me to share, I want to talk to everybody here, but something. I asked my wife Rishus. My wife's a lot smarter than me, and she said, go for it. She's honest with me. I'm not going to do the typical. I want to share where I'm at. I want to share something with you. This is where I'm at. My own, what I'm thinking about the 3 weeks, I want to share with my friends here. I have a lot of friends who came, and I want to share with you about where I'm at. A number of years ago, my wife and I made a decision. We have a yeshiva. We have Chashva Mishpachas here, the Bertram Mishpach, the Lowis, Men's. We're zeicher to be part of a yeshiva, Waterbury. And we needed an eitzah for the summers. The guys were lost in the summers, and we needed an eitzah for the summers. And my wife and I decided that we need a camp. And my wife is organized. She's a go-getter. And she decides we're finding a camp. And we rolled up our sleeves. We're looking. You'd be shocked. It's hard to find a camp. We have a lot of needs, very specific needs, and we started searching like crazy for a camp. In the meantime, it's interesting. When we were searching, we find a place. We hear on paper it was like the dream place. They described the gym. I was pushing already taking jump shots, I'm telling you. They described this gym, fields, courts. It was like exactly what we needed. So my wife and I were excited. We drove about 3 hours there. We got in the car. We put the kids in the car. And we're headed. This is our camp. We got it. After a lot of work by my wife. And we go to this camp. On the block of the camp, literally few hundred feet from the camp, there's a tilcom. Now, why is that exciting? There's a tilcom. There's a funny thing about Waterbury. Right down the block from the yeshiva, there's a company called Tilcom. Tilcom sends asphalt around to America. And they have like a train station right on the block of the yeshiva. And a Tilcom company. And they somehow, I don't know why you need like Durham dirt to play asphalt, to play ball or roller skate on, but Durham dirt is the best dirt on earth, I guess. I don't know. But Lemaisa from Durham, if one of the guys know like why they pick Morty, Durham, I don't know. But they mine the earth and they send asphalt around the world. It's called Tilcom is the name of the company. And I pass it every single day. I pass Tilcom and this old train. You never saw such an old train in your life. And it goes by to all different places around this train. They load up with asphalt. Lawrence looks beautiful. Just remember where you get your asphalt from. I think it's from us. So Tilcom, and that's what it is right next to Yeshiva. My wife and I have never seen Tilcom in my life. Is there any Tilcom here in Lawrence? I've never seen, has anybody ever, I've never in my life seen Tilcom. We drive up to our new camp. That's going to be the new Waterbury camp that Hashem sent us B'nais. And I'm driving 3 hours and I see Tilcom. Like my wife. I said to my wife, Hashem loves us. It's like kissing me and hugging me, Hashem. This is like it. Unbelievable. I never saw a Tilcom in my life. He leads us B'nais to a campus. And there's a Tilcom there. The second time in my life I seen Tilcom. Your asphalt may come from there, but I won't tell you where it is, because you'll see what happens. So then, at that point, I no longer was in the car. I was on cloud 9, floating. Wife's like, Daniel, I was ready to turn around and just sign the lease, 50-year lease, whatever you want. Tilkam, this is sent by Hashem. We look at the campus, everything we were told was a lie. A gym, it was like a little room, maybe 2-year-olds can play tiddlywinks there, maybe. It was like a big field. I'm picturing base. I was pushing making catches on that field. I'm wondering if a kindergarten could play kickball there. It was like there was nothing Nagaya, like nothing. The room to daven in, the big room. We probably could have fit, not a minyan, but if a zimun, we could have fit in there. 3 for sure. Nothing was what they said. It wasn't Nagaya. Now, I comforted myself, and I do believe, even when things go not the way we want, Hashgachas Hashem. Hashem said, I'm with you. Tilkam. It was a whisper, I'm with you. I'm with you. In not working, there's hashgacha too. We love the hashgacha when it works. Hashem's with us. He's really with us all the time. All the time. But now we had no camp. For that summer, my wife and I gave up the pursuit, and the camp was in my wife's house, in our house. I never saw a house with so many people. Every inch had a guy. There were nights, I don't want to exaggerate, right by an Aron, where there's 60 guys in one house. It was wild. And the camp was in our house. We used local parks to make the camp, and the camp was in our house. Ba'ofen nes, Rav Aryeh Weiss has a shliach Hashem, and ba'ofen nes, we end up getting a camp for the next summer. It's a camp that Bez Hashem I'll be going to this coming week. And Hashem sent us a gorgeous camp, ba'ofen nes. And we have the camp usually for 3 weeks a summer, the 3 weeks. It's a long story why. And after much work, it's in Lake George, it's gorgeous. And we have this camp 3 weeks a year sent by Hashem himself. And we have a camp for the 3 weeks. Now this is when we get to camp. This year we asked, do you understand that at yeshiva, we dance for breakfast in Woodmere? Breakfast, the 3 weeks, you're not allowed to dance. Now, the camp is the 12th graders come, and alumni. Over the 3 weeks, we probably have about 1,000 people passing through the camp. Married alumni, sing, maybe even more. The numbers are staggering. Not there the whole time. People come for a day, a Shabbos, a week, the whole 3 weeks. It's the meeting place of the yeshiva. And guys who have left the yeshiva, who are learning in Eretz Yisrael, who are in Kollel and Houston, Kollel and Eretz Yisrael, who are working, that's where we come by. The main day of the meeting place of Waterbury for the year is Tisha B'Av. Do you understand the irony of yeshiva that dances always? You're not allowed to dance during the 3 weeks. We don't dance. We're into music. We play. There's no shiur without music. You can't play music. No music. This is the meeting place of Waterbury. Hashem runs the world. What's happening? Tilkam, remember, he runs everything. Is this a joke? Tisha B'Av is the day of the year. I want to express, I was offered many times in yeshiva, maybe take the guys to the concentration camps. Now, I'm not saying a yid shouldn't go there. It's my own trauma. My grandmother lost her family in Auschwitz. Her parents, my mother lost her aunts and uncles there. So her grandparents, she didn't grow up with grandparents. So I haven't gone back, and maybe one day I will. But it's not my sense to bring the yeshiva. To me, the ikar of coming close to Hashem is to absorb the kindness. I like a basketball tournament, and then you become frommer. Ki gavar aleinu chastoi, the chesed Hashem. The main impetus is to absorb, eat a good meal with friends. Go out to eat with friends. I went right before here. I had different meetings in the 5 towns. Then I went out to eat with a few friends. I'm becoming frommer. I just liked it. That's it. That to me is the main energy of closeness to Hashem. Absorb his kindness. And here, when's our gathering place? The 3 weeks. Tisha B'Av is the main. Tisha B'Av is otherworldly there. And crazy amounts come for Tisha B'Av. What's happening? What's Hashem doing? What's he saying? What's happening? What's happening? There are two fascinating things with the yeshiva. Anybody who's been there, any person would see it. It's a place of crazy happiness. People are happy. You walk around, people are happy here. There's a simcha sachaim. There's a joy, an honest, real happiness, happy. And the second thing about it, it's a place where boys cry, where teenagers cry. There's tears. Happiness you'll see. The tears, it's conversations, honest ones, difficult ones. The guys have changed my life. They've completely changing my life. I went in there. I like learning, davening, doing chesed for sure. We're Yidden. I did not know my inner story. I ignored my feelings. That wasn't what I was busy with. The guys have taught the world. They've taught me, and they've taught anybody who stepped foot in the yeshiva about honesty, about feelings, about processing, being present to your feelings, not ignoring things. If you're sad, be sad. If you're hurting, be hurt. It's a very honest place, very. And from the space we are, we could find Hashem. There's Torah from the Baal Shem who describes Minametzar Karasika. And he describes not running away from difficulties. He brings a medrash to Baal Shem. I feel my story. I'm present to my pain. I don't ignore. And what the guys have taught Am Yisrael, millions of our people have been changed. What they've taught us deeply and profoundly is to feel your story, to be present. If you're in pain, you cry. A person feels what they feel. There's a line, there's a Sfas Emes, an incredible Sfas Emes. Chazal don't just say Mishenichnas Av mimatem besimcha. When Av comes, you lessen simcha. Chazal connected kishem. Connect the Mishenichnas Adam marben besimcha to the Mishenichnas Av mimatem besimcha. There's a kishem, just like. What's the connection? Why are Chazal connecting? They're two different things. Adar is simcha, Tisha B'Av is sadness. I have learned from their guys that your smile is not a smile if you don't know how to cry. The cry makes the smile a smile. The smile is not a smile of ignoring reality. We can feel our stories. We can be present to our stories. And the deepest truth is Hashem's into us. The deepest truth is the kindness of Hashem. We can feel our story, be present to our story, and it emerges a tremendous simcha. I'm amazed if anybody would look at Am Yisrael and analyze us, and right when I think the 3 weeks, I'm always thinking about my Oma, my grandmother. Heroic, proud person. At 16 years old, she lost her entire family by the Nazis. Alone in the world, one brother survived, was on a different continent. She found him years later. Penniless, from a wealthy home to penniless, without anybody in the world. And she built with gvura, with a happiness. She was close to Hashem, the Erbishter, as she called him. A happy, positive person in a positive world she built. We're a crazy, resilient people. Anybody who studies Am Yisrael laughs. You guys always have holidays. You're full of Yamim Tovim. You're always celebrating. Let the world know the people who celebrate and rejoice and are remarkably positive and happy, remarkably happy and freilich and upbeat. That people have the 3 weeks. We're not a people who ignore reality. We have it 3 weeks. We mourn. We're mimatim b'simcha. We're very plugged into the reality. We're in galus. There are difficulties that faced us communally and privately and individually. And the smile you see in our people, the joy, the meya brachos b'chol yom, comes from a people that's very present to our stories. A Roman lady saw Rabbi Yehuda. I learned Nedarim with my tata, Harini Kaparas Mishkavai, and I like quoting Nedarim. That's the only Masechta I merited to learn with my father, cover to cover. And a Roman lady comes to Rabbi Yehuda, and she says to him, "You're a drunkard, Moira V'ra, you paskin drunk. You're a drunk, Rabbi Yehuda. You're a drunk." She said, "I'd like to get some of your stuff. What are you on? What's your drug of choice? What do? You're so simchadik." And he says, no, Chachmas Adam Torah Panav, I'm a Ben Torah. I'm a Ben Torah. She said, "Such joy, you must be the type who avoids reality. You must be the type who just runs. What do you use to just negate reality?" He said, "I don't run anywhere." He said, "I get to the deepest truths. I'm present. I'm present. Chachmas Adam Torah Panav. I learned Torah." And I want to say about our people, our joyous, positive, optimistic, incredible people, we're a people who have 3 weeks. And not despite that, there's a kashem. We feel, we're present to our story. We're present to what's going on. And we come slowly with conversation to deep truths. I came here today, I had a meeting early with a couple, incredible, big people, rebbeim of mine, big people, describing a difficulty they've encountered. And the wife describing working through, she's working through difficult feelings to Hashem. We're real people who feel, real people. I had an injury for a month now to my shoulder, a bacher I'm very close to. He said, "I have a personal question," he said. I said, "Okay," he said, "Are you angry at Hashem?" That's very personal. But what a person. He told me his journey, that his life changed this year. He went through a difficulty, and he got very upset at Hashem. He said, "I'm keeping Torah and mitzvahs, Rebbe. My whole relationship opened up. I'm working. I'm working. From my anger at Hashem, it changed my life, l'tov. Changed my life, l'tov." Started speaking and talking and recognizing he's present. I am amazed. I'm becoming firmer just that Hashem made the Woodmere yeshivas open. Our meeting place is the 3 weeks. Our main gathering day is Tisha B'Av. Nothing's coincidence in this. Was no such thing. Hameichin mitzadei gaver, the one who guides the footsteps of people. I cannot think of a time that the yeshiva should gather better than 3 weeks. The happy place, the place of song, the place of dance. When they meet, when we gather, we connect at a time we feel the truth of our story. From that space, there's tremendous joy. There's a beautiful attitude. It doesn't come. We're not Moira V'roi. We don't paskin drunk. That's not where it comes. It's not the secret of the happiness of a people. The secret is that Hashem built us right. From the spaces of feeling our story, of being present to our story, we get to crazy places of faith. Just look at the story of the last 2 years of our people saying Tehillim and gather. We're still saying on Shabbos. And we're still absorbing that they're hostages right now. We're feeling that. That's not lost on us. And we're also absorbing, specifically because of that, the kindness of Hashem. The words I've been singing, we've been singing as a chevra. These are all of Am Yisrael has to sing these words now. Maybe we should, the men should leave and the ladies maybe should sing for 4 or 5 hours. Maybe. We've been saying, Keliyata v'ideka lo'ikayirei memeka. Keliyata v'ideka. We absorb your kindness of Hashem. All the while, Elokai, midas hadin. There's midas hadin, there are difficulties. And we absorb that, and we cry, and we feel that. We're present to that. And our memeka, or meraimim you. We have faith. We know you're smarter. You're taking us somewhere. We're present to that, and we laugh, and we smile, and we're a proud people. We have the smile of a nation who knows how to cry, who knows how to feel, who's present. If anybody ever was by a base oval, only after 120, only after Arichas Yam V'Shanim, Anybody by a base oval, the saddest base oval are places where there's some smiles there. If somebody tries to make it sad, it's not really sad. You won't feel it. But if there's a smile, there's a remembrance of the departed that makes you laugh sometimes too. Then when there's a laugh, there's a cry. When there's a cry, there's a laugh. Kishem. We're just present to our story. When anybody sees a Yid and sees our people who are so positive, so full of emunah, we're a people who have it 3 weeks. It's a pella. And it's what, because we're present, we're real, we're an honest and authentic people. What I want to say to everybody here, what I want to say to us all, besides collectively for our nation, I want to speak to the individual, to each of us individually. Don't be afraid to feel your story, to be present to your story. Don't be afraid. Each of us in our own stories, it doesn't contradict positivity. It doesn't contradict faith. It's a passageway. Hashem made us right, a crazy chiddush. Crazy chiddush. Hashem made us right. That bacher asked me, are you upset at Hashem? I'm standing in front of an urn. I wasn't planning on saying it. I want to tell you. The bacher said, are you upset at Hashem? I said, yes. He's honest with me. I can't be a liar back. I said, yes. So he said, you're allowed to be? I said, aloud, I'm upset. Aloud, did I decide Hashem made me? You asked me a question. I'm going to answer honestly, yes. I want to say that probably in my life, I'm at a space of a lot of appreciation to Hashem right now. A lot. Because I started thinking, being in pain from a shoulder injury, I was very upset. So you think, what do? You go on walks and you think, like, Hashem, you give me a lot. I don't really express that a lot. I started thinking about it and appreciating things. Good things come. Be where we are. Be where we are. Don't pretend. Live your story. Hashem made us right. A chiddush. We're a people in Galus. We feel Galus. We're not pretend. There are problems. We're not as unified as we should be. Not together as an ummah. Complicated. Beautiful. Galus has done us well. Look around you. Look at this room. We've been impressive. A beautiful people is here. But there are challenges, real ones. We're present to those. And from that space, faith emerges. From that space, gratitude emerges. From that space, tremendous kirvas Hashem, tremendous prayer emerges. Tremendous positivity, tremendous construction. Don't be afraid to feel our story and be present to our story. We're really made right. And like Rabbi Kalish expressed, we're wanted and invited as we are. One doesn't have to pretend and put on a positive. No. We could actually be a people. We have it 3 weeks. Our people, we absorb something. And the same people who have it 3 weeks turn around, then it's Shabbos Nachamu and they're dancing. Did something change? There are people present to their story. And from that space, I see in yeshiva such a simcha sachayim. It's not a stira. To the boy that cries, the boy can laugh. His laughter is full. His laughter is serious. His laughter is powerful because he could cry, he could feel. I always tend to think that the guys are like Moshe Rabbeinu. I think all the guys are Moshe Rabbeinu. Because Moshe was charged by Hashem to get water from a rock. And they turned my lave Evan, and today I can cry from the guys. They're like Moshe Rabbeinu. They got water from a rock. It's psukim in the Navi. Anybody who studies the Navi speaks about Mashiach times, and Hashem says, psukim in Yeshaya, that he's going to take a lave Evan, a stone heart, and it's going to become a lave basar. It's going to become a feeling heart. We're living in a kiyum of people are feeling, are experiencing, are present to their feelings. Don't be afraid of it. I'm not worried. I'm not talking about wallowing in it. I'm not talking about obsessing in it. I'm talking about present, to the journey that Hashem puts each and every one of us on. We could be present to it. And from there can emerge a deep simcha, a profound joy of a nation who's honest, who's plugged in, who's connected to Hashem. And we're capable of keliyata vaydeka, absorbing the kindness of Hashem that's there, that's present, that's ever deep and present, and at the same time, Elokai, it's not lost on us, midas hadin, that it's a world, there are challenges here. And Hashem sometimes does things I don't understand, but I find after many trereni, after a lot of tears, after grieving and failing, I get to a space of Amiraimim you. I miraimim you, I say you're smarter, you're miraimim mi kol machshava. So I want to invite, I want to share this. There's much to study about this holy period of the 3 weeks. In Svarim, like Reb Weiss said, in Svarim compare a lot, these 22 days, from Shivas B'Tammuz to Tisha B'Av, 22 days, and Svarim, the Marsha, and many others, the Shlach Kodesh speaks about it at length, the 22 days from Rosh Hashanah through Shmini Atzeres, 22 and 22. Nagila v'nismecha bach, Beis Chav Beis, 22 days. And the Svarim compare the 22 days of joy from Rosh Hashanah to culminating in the ultimate Ach Sameach, the Spitz, the epitome of joy of Shmini Atzeres, and the Svarim compare it to the days of Shivas B'Tammuz till Tisha B'Av. And a yeshiva known for its joy, known for its energetic smiles and songs, our day is Tisha B'Av. Designed by Hashem, Ashkacha only, completely a nes min Hashemayim. And because there's a deep connection. And what I want to say to everybody here, the 22 days when a Yid feels our story, when we're present to the vicissitudes, the difficulty that collectively our nation experiences, and individually our own journeys and our own stories and our own challenges, the people that have those 22 days have 22 days of wild celebration culminating in Ach Sameach. There's a tremendous connection. He who can cry, he who can feel, can have a tremendous joy that's grounded in reality. Not like the Roman lady who said, "You're drunk, Reb Yehuda." Your joy can be grounded. Our joy is grounded in the reality of a people that experience kindness of Hashem. That deeper, yes, we have challenges. Hashem's leading us. When I was younger and a bacher would express and cry, I would, oh no. I would even sometimes be stupid enough to start like defending Hashem. Today I don't step in his relationship. I'm confident. He feels and he gets to the deepest space. He starts appreciating, have a closeness, appreciation, akar satov. Hashem built us right. He built us right. Yes, there are challenges, but not just he loves us. We're capable of experiencing his love. We're capable of living with his love, of mamish walking around and we can feel it. You ever had somebody's very into me and you walk around, this person's so into me. We all have friendship. Somebody like they're into me, it feels so good. That's what we're capable of, Hashem, individually feeling. He is, wow. That's what we're capable of experiencing. During the 3 weeks, we have songs we sing very specific to specific times. There's a song in Yeshiva we sing the 3 weeks a lot at our meeting place. Then you Himat won't hear it the rest of the year. We sing Va'avas chal tasim imenu lo'lamim. Please don't ever take away your love from me. Does he ever? Avas olam avasicha. Hashem says, I love you forever. Oyev Amma Yisrael. He loves his people as a fact. So what are we praying? Please don't ever take away your love. And of course, the pshat is he loves us. But I want to experience, I want to be present. And we're praying to Hashem, let me be present to your love. I don't want to be a matzav of Hester Panim when I'm not living with the awareness of your love. Let me be present. Let me experience. So I say to us all, we're at a tkufa. Hashem is giving our nation a leiv basar. People are feeling more than ever. Our schools are slowly adjusting. We have to adjust. We went from a place of action, of creating action people, which was the right thing at its time. Today, people are feeling and experiencing. It's a new world. There's a Lev Basar being born. And we're feeling there's more anxiety here. People are anxious. It's deep. People are anxious. The most precious neshamas today have anxiety. They're getting crazy. I'm not talking about a disorder, anxiety disorder. If somebody is stuck in bed, that's a disorder. There's medication, wonderful things. Anxiety in today's dar is prevalent. People are feeling, some people for the first time in 100 years. People are experiencing and present to them. That's anxious. There could be an anxiety. I'm watching my children's anxiety is my not feeling. And I'm watching people getting to crazy places from it, working through, connecting deeper to people, to prayer, to Hashem, to Torah, from anxiety, from a space of feeling. So I say to us all, as we're in this period of the 3 weeks, we're a nation who's a very joyous, Meya Brachas B'chol Yom, positive, deeply, profoundly happy. Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha. And maybe the Umas would look at us and say, you're just so happy, you must ignore your story. We have it 3 weeks. We're present to our story. We feel we're present to our story. And I invite everybody here, be present to our own stories. Feel our story, be present. There's a difficulty or a letter that's not just doesn't contradict Yiddishkeit, you're mamish with it. And from that space, minameit sakarasika, from the space of feeling our stories that Hashem designed us, we get to crazy places. We go on walks, we talk to ourselves, we figure out, and we'll discover, don't be afraid. We discover the deepest space. Hashem's very into us, collectively as a people and individually every Yid. Haboicher Bama Yisrael Bava. He loves his people. He's like crazy into his people. So we should all be Zeicha. I started saying that we're in the middle of absorbing such kindness from Hashem, and then the 3 weeks hit. I think the best entranceway to the 3 weeks is to celebrate. Ich bin a Yid, ani Yehudi. Yesh, I'm a Yid. That's a very, very good place. The 3 weeks are talking about a story of our people. We're not all together united like we should be. We're not on our land like we should be, functioning as loyal servants of Hashem on our land like we should. We have challenges. The start of the process is feeling ani Yehudi. So all of us have been brought by Hashem to care for our people, to think about kol yachid v'yachid, every individual. We're still saying Tillim on Shabbos everywhere you go. And why aren't we dancing in the street? Because there are 20 Yidden that are still in captivity, hostage. We don't forget, we have no extras in our people, none. There's nobody extra. We have no extras. Every Yid counts and is important. In the world of warfare, I asked my mom, she's a history major, she knows her stuff. I asked my mom, I said, Ima, in battles, do people take hostages as a tactic of war? My mother knows history. There's POWs, I know. That's a collateral thing. Countries have. It's like we have a few. You're a soldier, you got a few. Does anybody ever in the history of wars take hostages? There's no such thing. What does it help? If Ukraine took some Russians, Russia will take a few Ukrainians. Okay, so you give us the two back, we'll give you the two. There's ain't davar kazeh. There's only one people. You don't even need an army to fight us. If you take one Yid, we're in trouble. We're missing a Yid. It's only one people that hostages is a story, is a tactic of battle. You don't need an army. You took a Yid. We have no extras in our people. None. There are no extras in our people. There's no such thing. Every Yid, a Yid counts. A Yid's powerful. A Yid's significant. When I moved to Woodmere, my wife and I, 25 years ago, there was no minyan during the week in the city. There wasn't a minyan. There were older Yidden who didn't have the opportunities we had. And there was a lady. This lady was raised on a communist kibbutz. And she struggled with her Yiddishkeit. The communists did a job. She struggled with her Yiddishkeit. And she became close. She was wonderful to us. and we were close to her. She became close to our kollel families. This unlikely story. She had a journey, this lady. She had a fascinating journey. She passed away before Sukkot. Mrs. Noah Miller, this Sadekis. Her husband, Reb Jim, was nifter 2 years ago. She passed away before Sukkot. When we moved to town, we were these kollel guys. She was a lady struggling with her Yiddishkeit hard. From people annoyed her. She thought it was a bad thing. And she worked and she connected and we related and she welcomed us. And a whole journey, she passed away as a beautiful person in the Frum Shul before Sukkot. For 2 years, I've been looking for a kollel in my shul. I wanted more Torah. For 2 years, I've been looking together with friends for a kollel in the shul. After 2 years of looking, I found a tzaddik, Talmud Chacham, midas tovas, humble. And he brought a kollel, and he came after Sukkot. He brought a kollel in, and it's changed the whole city. Anybody living there, I just met with them yesterday. We sat down. They changed our lives. They mamish elevated our lives. Do you know the Rosh Kollel is Mrs. Noah Miller's grandson? Never, ever overlook a yid. Never, never. Now, a shallow guy like me, I need that her grandson's a goyin b'Torah. Let's say she never had such a grandson. Never overlook a yid is big. A yid's big stuff. To dream 25 years ago that the whole city would be lifted up by the goyness of Mrs. Noah Miller's grandson is a goyin b'Torah. He's lifting up the whole city with his Torah. A shallow guy like me needs that ending. And Mr. Alexander, who never had any kids when we moved in, you know how big a yid is? From one end of the world to the other. Hashem likes his people. He gets it right. He likes his people. We're big. Me and you are big. Very. There's no replaceable yid. We have an each yid, each one of us, has a light that's needed from one end of the world to the other. Hashem's into our people. He knows what he sees. We have a big light. A yid means something. Yesh mashma'ot liot Yehudi. It means something to be a Yehudi. Hashem has a people, his people. The Am Hashem. The Am Hashem. Let's absorb that it means something to be a yid. See it in ourselves, see it in our siblings, see it in our spouses, see it in our children, see it in our neighbors, see it on our next person in shul. It means something to be a yid. And let's all absorb that Hashem's very into his people, and then he made us right. Feel your story. Don't be afraid. What I have learned, and I came to share tonight, the 3 weeks, is my own. I told my wife, normally I'd come with Torah. I wanted to come to Torah I've learned from my friends in Yeshiva, my Rebbeim in Yeshiva. They've changed my life. They're guys, heroic people who feel, who are honest and present to their story and are teaching me. I'm in middle. I sometimes say I'm in 10th grade, sometimes 11th. I may graduate myself this summer to 11th, but then I might have to be put back to 10th. They've taught me, they've taught millions of Yidden to feel their story, to be honest to your story. Don't be afraid. There's smiles there. There's joy there. There's a tremendous faith that exists there. We're Am Yisrael, the happy, robust people you see we have at 3 weeks. We should all be zeicha during these 3 weeks to be present to our story collectively as a people, individually as Yechidim, and to find that tremendous simcha, that Keliyata Vaideka, that tremendous joy and the tremendous smile from he who's present and she who's present to their reality. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and thank you very much for having me. Have an excellent night. Thank you.